4 degrees right now. Oh, yes, in time for a sports roundup. We look forward to this every Tuesday. Father Matt Frisbee joining us. Father, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. How are you doing, Dave and Ron?
Doing great. Can't wait to see you on March the 14th. We'll be with you a couple more times before that, but can't wait for that big event.
That's right. Should be a good event with the Faithful Warriors of Banquet. So looking forward to that as well. But in the meantime, we have sports.
Yeah, and I do want to say this really quickly. That's going to be a big time of celebration. And when we talk about those big announcements and those wonderful things to celebrate, I don't want anybody crowding in. I don't want everybody released as if they're running onto an open basketball court and injuring me in some way.
Yeah, that's kind of the big talk. And
Yeah.
of course, here we are kind of in this season, at least for the Sports Roundup, kind of a little bit of a quiet period. We don't have football to talk about too much. So, yeah, college basketball, that was the big thing. Wake Forest and Duke, and Wake Forest had a big victory over Duke. And it was at Wake Forest. And then you've got the crowd storming the court, and one of Duke's players injured in the melee there. And there's an excitement. I remember, actually, I'll tell a story. It'll be a little off topic, but I remember back in 2003, I think it was the 12th ranked Pitt Panthers came to the Glass Bowl to play the University of Toledo, led by Bruce Gradkowski and Lance Moore and some others. And UT got a bit, and I was there for this game. UT gets the big upset win, 35-31, a last-minute touchdown pass from Gradkowski to Lance Moore. And after the game, crowd storms the field. I did not. I laughed. But then, of course, brought down the goalpost as well. And my understanding is someone was seriously injured from that. And there's an excitement in a big upset victory, and you want to celebrate. But sometimes you just kind of see that crowd mob mentality, and people get hurt. And so. What can we do to prevent that stuff is the question then.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of steps can be taken. I would imagine some teams have tried different things, and boy, once you let that emotion kind of rule the day, it gets out of control in a hurry, doesn't it?
Yes, it sure does. And like I said, especially with other people, and from a theological and perspective, we are not meant to be ruled by our emotions, and reason kind of leaves the room when some of that happens. And
as Bear Bryant would say to people scoring touchdowns during his day, act like you've been there before, and you expect to get back again.
I remember in a post-game interview when Chip Kelly was still the head coach at Oregon. Now he's the offensive coordinator for Ohio State, and post-game interview on the field, and there's some fans all excited. They get awfully close to him, and he just turned around mid-question, and he just said, "Shut up!"
Yeah.
And just, so he didn't mess around himself there. And act like you've been there before. Celebrate the victory, but understand there are other people there. So we see the power of sports and the good that it can do, but also. There's always kind of that dark side, and when we kind of let things get out of control.
Now, I need to ask about baseball for a moment because I need your opinion on this. Which either of the two league teams will Taylor Swift attach herself to come to the games?
Well, baseball, I'll say this, baseball could only beg for Taylor Swift for her to start dating someone because people really don't seem to care about baseball too much. So, is Taylor or is Travis Kelce really attached to the Royals too much? Who knows? But I'm sure baseball would love for her to start dating one of their players.
Well, let me ask this from a practical point of view, because I've wondered about this. Baseball is not as popular as it once was. The TV audience isn't very big when games are on the TV, and yet guys are making $30 million plus per year. How in the world are they paying these salaries with that kind of diminishing numbers of fans?
Have you seen the price of hot dogs at those stadiums?
No, that's it.
It's all about the TV deals.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
where these teams really get their money, is the TV deals.
You got to
And,
think those are coming down a bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's all regional. It all depends on the market.
Father Matt Frisbee, thanks so much. We appreciate you sharing your insights, and have a great rest of the week.
Thank you, too. God bless.